Welcome back, SethBling here, and today I want to show you a redstone banking system I made in Minecraft. This is survival friendly, so you can build it in survival, although I built it in creative during a live stream actually. So to start out, you need to create a keycard. A keycard is actually just a map. So first you right click an empty map and you get one of these, and then you want to duplicate it because you're going to need to put one of the keycards into the system to be matched against, and one of them you'll keep for yourself. You can rename it if you want to whatever you want. Let's call this one SethBling's keycard, and just make sure you rename both items because they have to have the same name. Then to open a new account, you go ahead and put that keycard into this slot right here, and your new safety deposit box will come along. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this with 3 diamonds in the shape of a 1 here. And once you're done, you can return the safety deposit box. And now, if I want to retrieve my safety deposit box, I just put SethBling's keycard in here, and it'll go match the keycard that I already put in. And after a moment, it'll come back, and you'll notice in my inventory, I once again have SethBling's keycard. So it returns that to me, and you can see it's got the diamonds that I put in there. If I want to open a new account, let's just go ahead and grab a new map. Oh, whoops! I have to right-click to create it, and I need to duplicate it, and we'll rename this one so we don't get confused about which one's which. Keycard 2. Okay, and I can open a second account. This will know that it didn't match the other keycard, and it'll basically send off an entirely new safety deposit box. And so I can mark this with 2 rows of emeralds and return it. And if I want to get it back again, I use keycard 2. And so if you put something that doesn't match into the system, it'll just open a new account for you. And if you put something that does match, something that's already in the system, then it will retrieve that box. So let's go into game mode 1, and we'll just look real quick. This is all of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, all the redstone. There's some actual redstone logic, like this is an RS-NOR latch. There's obviously some minecarts. Let me go ahead and pop my keycard into the system. Actually, I can probably do it from, let's see. Let's try and do it from right here. This should work. Let's put SethBling's keycard. That was or actually, let's put keycard 2 in. And you'll see, ooh, I shouldn't have done it that way. Okay, well, let's pull it back out. I'll do it over here. That didn't really work. Okay, keycard 2, let's put it in, and the minecart goes off. You'll see it matched in the second one, and then that safety deposit box gets put back here. My keycard 2 gets returned, and then when I go ahead and return the safety deposit box, it knows that it needs to go into the second slot here. Yeah. So I'm not going to do a block by block tutorial or anything. You'll notice that it is several repeated modules. Here's the one corner of each module, and the other corner is marked by this. So you can kind of see they're butting up against each other, these modules. The basic idea is you have the minecart here, and it comes along, and it runs over this track. And it's just going to keep going in a straight line unless something happens. So it runs over this line. Now here is the basically matching system for the first bank account, which has SethBling's keycard in it. And so let me go to an empty bank account, which is like this one. So this one has an empty slot in it, so it can receive any item you want. And so that's how you create a new account. Now each of these hoppers has 2 detector rails with some comparators coming off of them. And basically they're used to detect whether the minecart is full before it hits the hopper and empty after it hits the hopper. And if that's true, then basically it knows that this hopper sucked up an item, which either means that the account was created or that there was a match with the current account. And so it will send off the minecart down here, which is the actual storage box, safety deposit box. And then there's some other logic to figure out over here. There's like a T branch in the minecart rail that gets controlled by a torch that figures out if we need to return the key card back to the player. And if it does, then let's say there was a second key card in here, Actually, I can just go ahead and put it right here. You can see this rail line flips whether there's a second key card or just one key card. And so then the minecart will actually run past this and grab that extra key card so it can be returned to the player back at the user interface area. So that's how that part works. And then over here, basically this I pointed out this redstone latch here. This redstone latch says if it's on this side, if this side is powered, that means this was not the most recently accessed deposit box. And if it's on this side, that means it was the most recently accessed deposit box. So you'll notice this one, which is the number 2, is the most recently accessed deposit box. And that's used basically to allow us to tell where we should return the minecart. So you'll see when the minecart from the deposit box gets returned, it follows this line, and it's going to go straight on this one, but on this one it's going to turn in because this side is on. And so whenever a minecart with a key card passes through, it's going to turn off all of these latches. That is, they'll look like this, you know, all of these are going to be off except for the one that it matched. And if it doesn't match any of them, then it'll just turn all of them off. And so that's kind of an overview of how it all works. Obviously, there's, you know, a bit more to it in terms of the actual redstone mechanics, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you want to try and build it for yourself, all you have to do is download this world, and you can just copy this module, copy all of it if you want, and you can build it for yourself. It requires a few resources. A couple things to note: there are some interesting things that happen if you. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. That was a dropper. I did not mean to break that. So let me just put that back. Let's say I put like an emerald in here. That will actually work as a key card. You'll notice that the minecart will come over here, and it will drop the emerald off in here. And so now anytime you put an emerald into the system, it'll match that, and we'll get this thing, you know, this cart right here full of emeralds. And so if you wanted to use that as like a communal storage system for something, or even just a sorting system, you could do that. So I just put another emerald in there, so it should go and retrieve the minecart. Some other interesting things are, if you want to make more copies of the map, you can do that. Here's all those emeralds. Let's return that. If you want to make more copies of the map, you can do that and distribute them amongst multiple people. And so multiple people can have access to this. So, you know, you could use an ender chest for if you just had, you know, one of these. But if you want multiple people to have access to one, that's something you could do. You can also, let's see. So here's something interesting. There are some error cases, right? Let's say I put in keycard 1, and then after that, I put in keycard 2. So I've got my keycard 1 back, but I still have this here. So let's put in keycard 2. Now what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and fetch the second chest, and that'll come along, but it'll bounce off this because the area is full. I'll get keycard 2 back. That works fine. But this one's still here. And if I just push this button, the minecart would kind of go off into oblivion because it doesn't know where to return it to. So if I just put SethBling's keycard back in, I can actually go ahead and return this, and it will return correctly into the first position. So even if you kind of mess up and do two things at once, you can still kind of fix it. But there are some other issues that are harder to fix. Anyway, download it from the link in the description if you're interested in checking it out. Otherwise, that's about it. Thanks for watching.